Getting reviews as a home service business is one of the most effective things you can do to build your reputation and build trust with potential customers. In this video today, I'm going to show you how you can get hundreds of 5-star reviews in just a few days with your past customer list, as well as how to automate all of the review gathering that you ever do in your business in the future. Asking for reviews in person after the job is obviously the best time to do it, but this way is going to be the second best way to do it. And I'm going to show you the full workflow here today. If you're new here, my name's Tyler Davis. I own Lead Liftoff. We specialize in helping home service businesses grow with advertising, marketing, and online reputation. If you've been here before, welcome back, and let's get right into the video. So when we're talking about automating reviews, there's really 3 types of customers that we're going to be targeting with this. First one is going to be past customers. These are people in your CRM who have been your customer probably over a week ago, all the way back to 5 years or as far back as you want to go. Second type of person is going to be new customer, specifically online though. So I'm just going to say new customer here. And then I want to change this next one to in-person, because the way you handle a new customer and an in-person customer is a little bit different. So past customers, how do we reach these people for the review request? And don't worry, in a second here, I'll show you that part as well. But past customers specifically are going to be what we call a database reactivation. And basically this is a mass messaging through email or text or even a phone call where you go back to all these customers and send all that information out. And what we send them is our review strategy for getting only 5-star reviews and just collecting information. Second would be new customer. So these are people who inside your CRM, if you use Go High Level, if you use Jobber, if you use whatever, within the CRM, once you mark them as sold or job completed, typically we do this on job completed instead of job sold. That's when you activate them to then receive the same thing that the database activation people are being sent. So it's CRM activated. And then finally, we have in person, and this is typically done with a QR code on your salesperson or your technician's phone when they're finishing up the work that's being done. I actually have a full video specifically about how to handle in-person review requests, and it goes really in depth about that. So check out that video after this one, because this is still going to be helpful for this, because this QR code is going to take you to the same page that these people are saying and these people are saying. But now for the remainder of this video, I'm going to assume that we're not talking to this person in person, because it'll help us map out the flow a little bit better. So whether it's somebody who is a past customer or somebody who just paid their invoice, they're going to get an automated text or email that is going to send them a review link. From here, one of 2 things can happen. They can either click the link or they can ignore it. And obviously we want as many people to click the link as possible. So it's very important when you're actually sending out this message, either via email or text, or maybe even both, that you have a compelling reason for them to actually leave you a review. Don't just say, "Hey Joe, can you please leave us a review? It'd help out a ton." That's not really enough. That's not enough to get them to really do the review. I've seen it before where people give out coupons to people who leave a review. I've seen it where it's some sort of raffle system where they send out a bunch of review requests on that database reactivation, and one person gets picked who actually leaves a review during the week window to get the coupon or to get a gift card or whatever it might be. So you can use a strategy like that, or you can use a personal strategy. Say, "Hey Joe, it would really help me out a ton because of XYZ," or "I'm trying to grow the business. We haven't really got that many reviews, but we've helped, hundreds of customers. So I'm just kind of going back and asking you guys if you could leave a review." So something like that would be what I would suggest here. Now, if they ignore it, I tend to give them maybe 3 follow-ups is how I would set this up. So on the first ignore, I would wait probably 3 days on that follow-up. So you send them the text, they don't answer for 3 days, then maybe text them again and just say something light like, "Did you see this?" Then I would wait 1 week after that. And then after that, I would wait 1 more week and then I'd stop bothering them. Just give them 3 messages about this, or 4 total, I guess, about the review. If they don't answer after that, then they probably just aren't going to give you a review, or you have the number wrong, or they change phone numbers or something like that. And it's just not really worth chasing at that point. But what happens is if somebody clicks the link to actually do the review, you want to remove them from this pipeline. So when they click this link, move them from the follow-up pipeline so you're not begging them to give you a review when they've already done it. Definitely don't want that to happen. Okay, great. So we've sent this out. We've got somebody to click that link. Ideally, the first time, but it could have been from any of these times that come from down here. They click the link. They're on the review page. What does it look like? So I'll actually show you the review page at the end of the video, but let me finish this workflow first. When somebody clicks that link, they get taken to a page that asks them to leave a review 1 through 5 stars. And then there's 2 possibilities. Again, They either give you 1 to 4 stars or they give you 5 stars. Another option that you could do, which I've seen done, is instead of 1 to 4, you make this 1 to 3 stars, and then you make this 4 to 5 stars. This just depends if you're accepting of a 4-star review as your goal state. We do both. It doesn't really make that big of a difference. People really tend to just do 5 or 1. They don't really do middle of the road that often. So 4 is not very popular. So if you want to throw 4 into the 5 area, go for it. But 2 scenarios happen here. If 1 through 4 stars happens, what we do, let me be clear too, this is not the main Google page. This is a specific review widget that we build that has them answer the review on what they're going to give you as a star rating wise before it gets posted online. So if they give you a 1 to 4 star, this review is not getting posted. Instead, they get routed to a page that is a how can we improve page. On this page, basically just say, sorry you had a bad experience. How can we improve and how can we make this right? So not only are you removing the chance of getting a negative review on your page, but you're also gaining the chance to turn that negative review into a positive experience by helping out the customer, and you're gaining knowledge about what went wrong that resulted in a negative experience with the customer in the first place. That knowledge is super valuable for helping you grow the business, improve your service offering, and just be a better business owner and a better provider in general. And you guessed it, the 5-star, that just simply goes straight to the review page. So it goes straight to the Google review page where they can drop you a review. They re-enter 5 stars, they give a little description about it, and then we're all fine and dandy from there. So I'm going to switch over now and show you what we build typically for our clients, the widgets. I'll show you a templated version that doesn't have any branding on it, but what we tend to do is put some more branding. So I'll see you there in a second. All right, so now check this out. This is what this looks like when we send it to people. Normally we have better branding on here, but again, it's all removed. And it really just starts out like this. It starts out with a question of how do we do? And what happens here, if you click 5 stars, it's going to redirect me. It's going to take me to probably nothing because I have it marked for just like a fake website. It should just take me to review.com, which is what's happening here. It's not loading, but I'll go back here. You can configure that properly when you actually run it yourself. But what that would really send you to is your Google review page. And the other alternative is if they click something, lower than 4 or 5, or if it's 5, whatever the threshold you set is. Typically we set it to 5 or 4. If they click something like 3, well, then they get taken to a page like this. Sorry to hear that we missed the mark. Please give us some feedback. What went wrong and how can we improve? We'll try our best to make it right. Put the feedback. Make sure they have their name and email in here too, because at least their name, because you need a way to identify the person. You need to know if they say, hey, I really wish you would do this for me. Well, then you need to know who it is. But we make these optional, so they don't have to put these in because a lot of people don't want to do that. And then you submit that answer, and that's really how it looks. And this is the same link that we send to everybody on the database reactivation. So for past customers, we send this to customers who we just completed the job for. Now, the message that this link comes in does change depending on that scenario. So if it's somebody we have done work for way in the past, obviously the messaging is gonna be a little different than somebody we just wrapped up with, but the method stays the same, where only if they filter through, really what this is filtering, only if they click that 5-star will they filter through to leave the review on Google. So it's super effective. It's super awesome. In sending this to your past customer list, depending on how big that is, you could get 20% of them to leave your review with just 4 follow-up messages on text, on a text blast, or even an email blast can work too. All right, I hope that was helpful for you guys. I highly recommend going out and implementing this. And I've also got a new offer to explain to you, which is the Lead Liftoff Inner Circle. Within this program, it's going to be a coaching program where I teach you how to run Google ads, how to run Facebook ads, how to do some local SEO for your Google business profile, how to do local service ads, some review tips like this, and some automations as well. It's a Slack group with coaching calls and some ongoing trainings I'll be posting. It's early now. It just launched. Right now, the only people on there are my clients that I already do all the work for, so I'm teaching them auxiliary stuff, but I'm opening up to the public for people who want specifically just the coaching aspect, where they can learn how to run successful Google ads for a home service business and all of those other marketing verticals I just talked about. So if you're interested in that, there'll be a link in the description to apply to be a part of it, and it's going to be a great discounted rate because you'll be one of the first people in here, so please go check that out. But if you're also interested in just having Lead Liftoff and me run your ads for you, go ahead and check that link out in the description below as well. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you found it helpful, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel to see more like this, and I'll see you in the next one.